What's going on, everybody? So today we've got a new truck in the shop. It is a 2016 Toyota Tundra 5.7 liter. This customer is complaining that their check engine light was on. Okay, well we hooked up the scan tool to it and we found the air injection codes, the air pump injection codes. So this is a pretty common failure on the Toyotas. Apparently the Land Cruisers, the Tundras, and some other vehicles. I'm not too sure that, I'm not sure what all Toyota vehicles use these, but let me just kind of go ahead and show you what we saw on the scan tool. Okay guys, so we are hooked up to the truck right now. Check engine light is on. We have a P0113 intake air temperature circuit high input. Sorry, can't talk today. P0453 evaporative emissions pressure sensor high input. P0553 the power steering pressure sensor switch circuit high input. And P2438 secondary air injection system airflow pressure sensor circuit high bank 2. This P2438 is really our culprit here. Secondary air injection system airflow pressure sensor circuit high bank 2. That's our main concern. This customer stated when they dropped off the vehicle that they cannot go over 50 miles an hour. It has very, very low power, and when you look up diagnostic info on this code, on these codes that this truck is throwing, for the air injection, that secondary air injection system, it throws the truck into limp mode, if you will, when it sees an issue with that secondary air injection system. So this is going to be a two-part video. Today I am just tackling the air pumps that we have on the passenger side fender well. We're going to do the air pumps first, and then I'm still waiting on the air valves to be delivered. So once I get my air valves in, then I will make a part 2 to this video, and we'll tackle the air valves. But today it is just for the pumps. I'm going to upload all this info, so there will, like I said, 2 videos. You'll have one for the air pumps, and then you'll have another one for the air valves. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive in and get started. First things first, you will need to remove the passenger side wheel, and then once you have the wheel off, you will need to start removing this fender liner. These air pumps sit somewhere in here, I believe. I could be wrong, and you guys are going to find out with me, but I do believe these air pumps are somewhere in here, this area. So you will need to remove this, that little shield there, this shield here, and the wheel. Needless to say, you will need a jack and possibly some jack stands to get the truck up and lift it up securely. Okay guys, so we got the wheel off. I want to note, so you will need to remove this little shield first, this little flimsy one. You take a little trim tool, something like this, and pop these out. Now I want you guys to notate, these are not like your average ordinary clips. I haven't messed with these. Okay, so see, that one just broke right there. You also have what seems like 1, 2, 3. I see 3. You have a series, you've got some 10mm bolts here that hold this on, and then you also have these little plastic rivets. You're probably just going to have to break these off. These are not, you're not going to be able to take these out and then put them back in. If you want, you can of course buy new ones, but like you just saw, I just ripped that one out, and then you can replace them with like a smaller Christmas tree clip style plug, if you will, or something of that nature. But yeah, in order to get this out, you have to get these rivets out. I'm pretty sure these 10mm bolts out, and then these out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually lied to you guys. You do not need to remove these rivets. Once you extract those 10mm bolts, you will have a little room here, and you can kind of pry this splash shield out of the way, which I'm trying to do now. Golly. There we go. Anyways, there are your air pumps. So you clearly do not need to remove those rivets. And to be honest, you don't really have to take this whole splash shield out. You can take a little more of the clips out here and just, you know, kind of get it out of your way, push it out over here, which is probably what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm not gonna remove all those clips all the way over here, but anyways, yeah, just get access to your pumps. Okay guys, so that's kind of what I did. So once you have access to your actual pumps, like so, there's a bracket here with a bolt, looks like a 13. There's another one up here next to your, kind of next to this hose. So there's 1, 2, another one here, 3, and another one here. Total of 4, I believe. I'm counting 4 mounting bolts, which I believe are a 13 millimeter. Okay guys, I actually lied to you guys. These are these bolts, these mounting bolts, they're actually 12 millimeters. They're a 12 millimeter socket. Take it right on out. Take the other 3 out and your pumps should want to drop down. Okay guys, so with those 4, you're gonna have 2 12 millimeter bolts and then 2 12 millimeter nuts that are holding these pumps in. Once you have those all out, your pump should kind of free hang here like so. And next, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and get these clips that are holding these hoses to the pumps. We want to get this clip off, and then we want to start backing off these hoses off of the pump. There is a wiring harness here. It looks like it goes up towards the hood, and I believe it's this one right here. If you come up and you follow it, it is this harness right here that I believe goes to your pumps. So you'll have some clips there that you need to undo, and yeah, once you get those clips undone and you get this connector out, you should get that those pumps freed up even more to where you can pull them out and kind of exchange them. And I'll kind of walk y'all through that as I do it, because it's gonna be kind of a bitch to film, but we can try and make this work. So 1 second here. Okay, sorry guys, I kind of had to stop that video for a sec to kind of recalculate here. But so as you can see, these are slotted. It's the little air tube that comes up off of your pumps. They're slotted right here, so you can slide them off of the grommet here and the grommet there. Just kind of slide it off, and that kind of gets you a little more room, a little more freedom here with these pumps. So it actually, now that I'm looking at it, we have 2 harnesses here. I couldn't see the other one really, but yeah, we have 2 harnesses here. So we're gonna need to follow these harnesses up, disconnect them up there, and then pull them out under here through the fender well. So also another key thing guys is keep in mind which hose went to which pump. I have a pretty good idea. I mean, I have a good memory, so I know where these go, but if you don't know, mark it with a Sharpie or a paint pen or colored tape or something. So yeah, because these got to go back the same way. Okay guys, so one of those connectors is right here in front of the engine. You have another one right here, kind of tucked right underneath the air box. I'm not gonna lie guys, it's kind of a pain in the ass, just because you have all these little clips like this, and you have all these little clips like this. I don't know how well you guys can see that, like that right there, that they open and close, and it opens, it closes on the coolant hose and on the wiring harness connector harness, if that makes sense. So it's holding 2 things at once, and so that's kind of why they're a bitch to open and close. But once you get them off, or once you open them up, they're not too bad. As you can see, I got another one here that I got to open up, and what I've been doing to open them up is just using my trim tool. You can see here, I don't know if you guys can see the actual, like, how it's clamped. I can get you in there a little better. But if you just wiggle your trim tool in there, you should be able to kind of open it up like so. As you can see, I've got that one open now, and you can push it open, kind of freeing up the harness here. Okay, now we've got the harness out, so that's good. Now you just got to worry about unclipping it from here, And I'm probably gonna have to pause the video to do this because I need both hands. But yeah, once you get these both connectors out, those pumps should just pull right out of the fender well. All right guys, so once you have those connectors unclipped, you should be able to pull the pumps right on out. Just like that. What's going on guys? So we're back. We're gonna finish this pump job up today. The last thing you saw me do was take the pumps out of the vehicle. And so we ran around a little bit of a mishap here. I had bought the pumps for this 2016 Toyota online. Okay, big mistake. I'm just gonna go ahead and forewarn you guys now. Do not buy these parts online. Just go to Toyota. This has been a big headache trying to find the pumps for this truck aftermarket, because the customer didn't want to spend $1,300 on pumps, but he wasn't really left with much of a choice now. So these pumps were $1,300 from Toyota, for both. We have not even gotten the valves yet, so that's another thing. And that, like I said, I was going to do that in a separate video to make this a two-part video. But save yourself some time and just go to the Toyota dealer to get the pumps. I know it sucks. I know they're a little higher than, you know, Rock Auto and all these other places out here selling parts. But these pumps, there's two styles apparently. One for the earlier models and one for the for the newer models. And the newer ones, they're obviously different. And the ones that I had bought, I guess, were for an older model. And so they did not fit. They wouldn't correlate over to the newer style pump. So just to go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek of the pump, here it is. Here's the new one. I'm gonna go ahead and also share with you guys the part number so that you guys have it, okay? It is 176, let me get that in the picture better, 17610-0S030, okay? If you need these parts, go to Toyota and get them. Don't waste your fucking time buying them online. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. And yeah, so now that we have the right pumps, let's continue. Okay guys, so once you have your pumps out, obviously, you know, you want to remove the old ones. They have these little rubber holders, if you will. Don't know really what to call them, but you should be able to just, like so, pop them out and work your new ones in. There's 3 of them, so you need to work all 3 rubbers out to get the pump out. I don't know how well you guys can really see this with my head and shit in the way, but this is about the best angle I can get. Let's see if I can just pull it off of this 3rd one. Okay, so I was able to. Good deal. All right. So before we put the take the other one out, let's go ahead and stick a new one in and follow the orientation of the nipples. So obviously you want to install your new pumps the same way. Kind of something like that. Okay. So let me get this one in and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're back under the truck, or back at the fender, I should say, and we're gonna go ahead and start putting our pumps back in. Let me see here. So I've already got my breathers attached like you guys saw previously, and I'm just gonna go ahead now and mate up these other hoses that go to the other smaller nipple on the pump. Pretty self-explanatory. Once you get these hoses back on, then you're good to put it back up in its little position where it was hanging on the frame or on the cab, just like that. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but you got that stud right there. There's another one right there, and then your two actual bolts, one there and one there. So once we get that, we will route these wires for the pumps, the connectors, into the cab, and we will get those situated. Okay guys, and something I forgot to mention, this pump that's closer to you, not the pump that's closer to the truck, but the pump that's closer to you, that connector goes to the one right here at the not at the firewall, but right here at the fender. So right there. So the one that's furthest, the pump that's closest to you connects right here, and then the one closest to the truck connects right here. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've already got that one plugged in. This one here, we're gonna bring kind of under this hose a little bit, and we want to try and put it back in this little clamp that they had it in from the manufacturer. Kind of a pain in the ass, but you know, try to make it right here. So we're gonna go bam, put it in the little slot there, and hopefully you guys see what I'm saying here. So try to put it back in that clamp, and then obviously this hose is gonna sit in that same clamp, and you just, once you get them both in, you're gonna try and snug that down, or clip that thing back together. And so try to give you a better angle at this. Can you see that? Probably not. Golly, you just can't videotape anywhere in these things. So we're gonna bring our clip here and plug it in just like so. Okay, and now this clip on the side that holds the harness and this hose, we're gonna clip it back. Okay, bam, I don't know if y'all heard that. But alrighty, so now that we've got everything clipped back in, everything's back together, we've got our pumps on, our connectors are reconnected. I'm probably gonna take a zip tie and zip tie that so it's secure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, pumps are secure, they're tight. So yeah, not too bad of a job. Kind of just annoying really, and a little time consuming, but shouldn't take you more than maybe an hour or two, especially if you already have all the right parts, unlike me. But yeah, that's how you do it, guys. It's nothing to it. I'm gonna go ahead and put these wheels and tires back on. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, wheel is back on, truck is down off the jacks, and we've got the air pumps done, and that is of course what it looks like when everything's back in its original position. I really appreciate you guys joining me on this video. If you took the time to watch it all, then hey, more power to you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I ask that you guys continue to flood the channel and leave support, drop comments. If you think I could be doing something better, let me know. Mechanics need mechanics, doctors need doctors, everybody needs everybody, right? So at the end of the day, I know I'm not perfect. I may not do everything the way you know, the OEM dealership does it, which is funny because I am a factory trained tech, but at the end of the day, I got my own way. Everybody has their own way. Drop a like, drop a comment, share the video. Like I said, we will be back for part 2, which is the valves. This is just the pumps. The video would have been way too fucking long had I tried to stretch it all out over one video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Dukes Diesel's out, baby.